In the heart of an unforgiving winter, a prehistoric tribe huddles in their meager shelter, surrounded by the relentless howl of the blizzard. As snow blankets their world, the once vibrant valley lies in frozen silence, stripped of life. The tribe members shiver, their bodies weak from starvation, as they cling to the hope of survival. Outside, skeletal trees stand as grim reminders of the harshness of their environment, each gust of wind echoing their plight. The leader, a rugged figure with fierce determination, scans the bleak landscape, sensing the urgency of their dire situation. Inside the shelter, the atmosphere is heavy with despair. The leader, a tall and muscular figure, rallies the tribe with a passionate call to action. He emphasizes that inaction will lead to their demise, urging them to craft new weapons from the bones and stones around them. As they listen, eyes wide with fear but ignited with hope, the tribe members begin to gather materials. The sound of scraping bone and striking stone fills the air, a symphony of survival echoing against the howling wind outside. With weapons finally forged, the tribe prepares for the hunt. The leader outlines the plan, detailing the strategy to track down the few remaining animals that may have braved the cold. As they set out into the storm, determination replaces despair. Each step through the knee-deep snow echoes their resolve. The blizzard rages around them, but their spirits are momentarily lifted by the prospect of food, each member's heart pounding with the hope of a successful hunt. As the hunt unfolds, the tribe members spread out, their eyes scanning the desolate white landscape for signs of life. Suddenly, a flicker of movement catches their attention. A lone deer, thin and weary, braves the storm. The leader signals for silence, and the tribe moves as one, instinct honed over generations kicking in. The tension mounts as they close the distance, hearts racing in unison, knowing that the success of this hunt could spell the difference between life and death. The moment of truth arrives as the tribe springs into action, launching their improvised weapons towards the deer. An intense struggle ensues, the fight for survival palpable in the icy air. As they bring down their prey, a mixture of relief and triumph washes over them, a reminder of their resilience against the odds. But the battle is not just against the deer, it is against the unforgiving winter that threatens to claim them all. They gather around their hard-won meal, the fire rekindled, as hope flickers anew in their hearts. In the depths of the Ice Age, a group of prehistoric hunters gather around a flickering fire, their breath visible in the frigid air. They painstakingly chip away at sharp flint stones, expertly crafting deadly points to bind to sturdy wooden branches. The camera focuses on their focused expressions, the rough texture of their animal skins contrasting with the glint of flint. This is a delicate art born from necessity, as survival hinges on their ability to create effective weapons. As the last spear is completed, the hunters exchange determined glances. They know the dangers that lie ahead but must leave their vulnerable families behind. The camera captures the chilling moment as they turn to the small ice cave, where shivering women and children huddle together for warmth. The atmosphere is tense, the weight of responsibility rests heavily on the men's shoulders as they prepare to face the unforgiving elements outside. The hunters step into the blinding white blizzard, their figures barely visible against the swirling snow. The sound of the howling wind fills the air, amplifying the sense of isolation and danger. The camera captures their determined strides as they traverse the deep snow, each step a struggle against nature's fury. The harsh landscape is both beautiful and treacherous, a reminder of the relentless challenges they face. As they move deeper into the storm, the hunters begin to track massive footprints embedded in the snow. The camera zooms in on the deep impressions, a clear indication of the formidable creature they are hunting. The hunters exchange glances, a mix of excitement and trepidation reflecting in their eyes. They know that every decision counts, each footprint is a clue leading them further into the heart of danger. With the blizzard raging around them, the hunters follow the trail, their breaths visible in the icy air. The camera pans out to reveal the vast, desolate landscape, a sea of white punctuated by the shadows of the hunters moving with purpose. They are primal warriors, driven by instinct and necessity, united in their quest for survival amid the relentless cold and the looming threat of the unknown. Amidst the relentless blizzard, the hunters push through thick snow, their breath visible in the frigid air. Suddenly, a massive silhouette emerges in the distance, the unmistakable form of a woolly mammoth, its shaggy coat blending into the snowy landscape. The hunters exchange glances, their hearts racing with excitement and fear as they prepare to approach this ancient giant, their survival dependent on a successful hunt. As the hunters close in on the mammoth, the howling wind carries an ominous sound. Suddenly, glowing yellow eyes pierce through the blizzard, revealing a pack of giant dire wolves, their emaciated bodies visible through the swirling snow. Starving and desperate, the wolves surround the hunters, their snarls echoing through the icy air. The hunters' hearts pound as they realize the dire threat they now face. With survival instinct kicking in, the hunters instinctively form a defensive circle, their stone spears pointed outward. The chilling wind howls around them, and the atmosphere is charged with fear and urgency. Each hunter's breath is visible, and their eyes reflect determination as they prepare to defend against the advancing wolves. The balance of life and death hangs in the balance. The dire wolves lunge forward, driven by hunger and desperation. The hunters brace themselves, their hearts racing as the first wolf leaps into the air. A fierce battle ensues, spears clash against teeth, and the air is filled with growls and shouts. In this primal struggle, the instinct to survive ignites their ancient spirits, each hunter fighting for their lives. As the fight rages on, the hunters realize that their unity is their greatest strength. They work together in perfect synchrony, repelling the wolves with strategic thrusts of their spears. Exhausted yet fueled by adrenaline, they find a moment of clarity amidst the chaos, understanding that survival relies not just on strength, but on courage and collaboration in the face of overwhelming odds. In the twilight of a harsh winter's day, the air is thick with tension as a pack of massive dire wolves stalks through the snow-laden forest. Their breath, visible in the frigid air, misting like ghosts. The ground trembles slightly with each powerful step they take, their eyes gleaming with hunger. Nearby, a group of cavemen, rugged and battle-worn, grips their primitive stone spears tightly, preparing for the imminent clash. The atmosphere is electric, a primal dance of predator and prey set against the bleak, white landscape. As darkness descends, the wolves launch their brutal assault, leaping with terrifying agility. Their snarls pierce the cold air, echoing through the trees. The cavemen, fighting fiercely, thrust their stone spears forward, the sound of wood and stone clashing against flesh reverberating through the silence. Each movement is desperate, a fight for survival against the primal instincts of the predators. The snow becomes stained with the chaos of battle, a testament to their struggle. Despite their bravery, the cavemen begin to lose ground. The wolves, relentless and vicious, coordinate their attacks with terrifying efficiency. With each passing moment, the hunters find themselves overwhelmed by the sheer ferocity of the predators. The once vibrant shouts of the cavemen grow fainter, replaced by the chilling howls of the wolves as they sense victory. The scene is one of desperation, the instinct to survive clashing against the brutal reality of nature's ruthless design. As the night deepens, the struggle becomes increasingly desperate. The cavemen, now surrounded, fight with every ounce of strength, their breath visible in the cold air, mingling with the growls of the wolves. The stark contrast of white snow against dark fur and blood paints a grim picture of survival. The sounds of battle echo through the stillness, a haunting reminder of the cavemen's fight against extinction in a world ruled by predators. In the final moments of this harrowing encounter, the cavemen, realizing their dire situation, make a last stand. They huddle together, spears raised, their eyes filled with a mix of fear and defiance. The wolves, sensing victory, circle closer, their eyes shining in the dark. The tension is palpable, a climax of raw instinct and survival. The battle, a brutal testament to the relentless cycle of life and death in the unforgiving wilderness, unfolds against the backdrop of a cold, starless sky. In the heart of a dense prehistoric forest, a fierce battle rages as a group of cavemen confront a pack of dire wolves. The tension is palpable, every growl and grunt echoing through the trees. In the chaos, one brave caveman, clad in primitive animal skins and wielding a flint spear, finds himself cornered. With desperation in his eyes, he strikes the sharp edge of his spear against a hard rock, hoping to create a tool for survival. As the spear meets the rock, bright sparks fly into the air, illuminating the grim faces of the cavemen and the snarling wolves. The sparks dance momentarily before falling onto a patch of dry moss, igniting it with a sudden burst of flames. The caveman watches in shock as the small flame flickers to life, a symbol of hope amidst the chaos, reflecting the flickering shadows of the surrounding trees. Reacting quickly, the caveman instinctively blows gently on the newly formed flame, coaxing it to grow. The fire responds, roaring to life and casting a warm, golden glow that cuts through the darkness of the forest. The light dances around him, reflecting off the eyes of both the cavemen and the wolves, creating an atmosphere of awe and fear. This moment marks the first spark of human ingenuity, a pivotal turning point in the struggle for survival. As the fire erupts into a bright blaze, the dire wolves instinctively step back, their eyes wide with terror. The glowing light transforms the night, illuminating the faces of both predator and prey. The caveman stands tall, emboldened by the fire, a newfound sense of power coursing through him. This moment is not just a defense against the wolves, it is a discovery that will change the course of human history forever.